Work hard for what you want in life.
You work hard for what you want in life.
That your word is your bond, that you do what you say you're going to do.
That your word is your bond, and you do what you say.
That you treat people with dignity and respect.
That you treat people with respect.
Reach of your dreams and your willingness to work hard.
The strength of your dreams and your willingness to work for them.
Work hard.
Work hard.
Work hard.
Work hard.
Hey guys, it's Tatum.
And it's your girl, Milan.
And welcome to episode 8 of the Black Girl Boss Podcast.
Woo, 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 woo.
So, Milan,
Tatum.
we had a good episode last week.
We know how I feel about the episode.
Last week was like really good.
Yeah.
And it was like most definitely the most transparent we've ever been about our personal lives and our personal struggles and just everything. And the feedback that we've been getting from you guys has been awesome. So thank you guys so much for staying tuned with us and engaging with us and allowing us into your lives every week.
Yeah, the support was real. It definitely made us feel more comfortable with sharing. I know it's kind of hard for both of us to open up those personal, wounds to the world now. But you guys are very supportive, and yeah, we love you for that. And, if we inspired you, as many of you said, that made us feel even better.
Yes. So how you feel about it now? Like now that whole emotional roller coaster we went on is over.
I mean, I feel good that I shared it because I know that it's definitely going to help someone else that may have been feeling the same way. I've been actually thinking about it a lot, like not knowing when it's going to happen again. And that's been on my mind since I've shared it.
Like, for the people who weren't listening.
Oh, one of my, I'm not going to say episodes, but one of my moments where I just had that random act of depression and can't explain it. So I'm like, okay, like I said, it's random, so I don't know when it's going to happen. Like, I feel like I'm in a good space right now, but I could literally wake up tomorrow and just want to shut everything out. So it's like, I've been thinking about it and just knowing that this time around, since I've given the advice not to take the Milan way, not to take the Milan way for myself. So yeah, just thinking like, okay, when it happens again, just not be in your bubble and try to push out of it. Just try to move forward off of it. So that's what I've been thinking. What about you?
I loved it. Like, so for y'all that don't know, my birthday just passed.
25.
Yes. I'm officially old. But I was listening to the episode. I don't think it was on my birthday, but just sometime that week I was listening to the episode. And so around my birthday time, I always get very reflective because I just want to just think and figure out like where I am in my life, how I feel about it, and where I've been able to go, where I've come from. And so listening to that episode and just talking about a lot of my experiences and stuff, and then thinking about it over the week, it was like, man, I felt really good because just watching myself and just the growth that I've had over the years, it's like, wow, it's like so amazing because, I talked to you guys a lot last week about like my daddy issues that I had and struggles with my family and things like that. But just to me, just to be able to be who I am now goes against everything that I was supposed to be based off of my upbringing and my environment. And so just being reflective and just looking on my life, it's like, man, I'm happy. You know what I mean? Yeah. Genuinely happy, genuinely at peace, and don't really struggle with a lot of those things that we talked about last week anymore. And so it just made me feel really, really good and very blessed and grateful for growth. So I loved it. I loved last week's episode, and I'm just proud and happy. And I can't wait till you'll be like, Tatum, it's been 10 years and I haven't, had a down moment. Like, you getting to that point and everybody that's listening to us, I know some people were saying that they listened to the episode and it brought them out of some stuff, and those are things that they deal with. So you guys, when you get to that place where it's all in the past, I'm trying to tell you, like, it's such a beautiful feeling, and it's okay to get sad sometimes. It's okay to go through things. It's okay to have hardships because everybody's going to have them, but once you get out of it and you like deal with
Breaking
it
free.
and you break free and you look back on the things that you went through and how you were able to work through them and get through them. And
Absolutely.
it's such an amazing feeling.
Girl, you had a lot of people texting me, talking about, I can talk about some daddy issues. I'm like, y'all should have came on the show then, because you definitely touched a lot of people with the dad part. So I definitely commend you on that, because that's a lot of things that women and men both struggle with. So even for men, like, this episode was for you as well. If you were listening, I'm pretty sure that we probably touched home for you. So, kudos to you all for listening. Can't even get kudos to us. We wouldn't have anything to talk about or, even be excited about if it wasn't for you. So, woo, I'll give
Speaking
you one.
of which, we're at like 6,000 or so downloads, and we've only been doing this for like a month.
Yes, can we get to 10K, please, guys?
Yes.
Like 10K, please. I'm asking. So if you can push it, tell somebody. Referral. I spoke about that in our freebie referral program. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, and we can get to 10K. But speaking of your birthday, I kind of want to know what you did this past weekend.
Oh my gosh.
Because we always talk about business, but there's fun in business. You got to step away sometime and enjoy yourself in life.
Yeah, so on my birthday, the whole week I was chilling super hard because I'm normally like always got something to do, always working and always trying to hustle, but I was like, I ain't doing nothing. So I was just chilling all week. I did little stuff. Okay. But on my actual birthday, I just unplugged. I turned off my notifications on my phone for almost everything. And I went to the spa, and so it was so amazing. Like, it was so amazing. I got a facial and a massage. Okay. And they had like a little sauna in there, so I chilled in there. They had like a wave pool, and so I was in there, and they were like, oh, it's same sex, so it's sex segregated, and they were like, swimsuits are optional. I said, all right, let it all hang loose, and was chilling. I was having me a good old time. I was like, this is everything. It was so freaking awesome. So shout out to the Mandarin Oriental Spa in DC. Y'all are dope. But, and that customer service was like ridiculous.
Did you see a girl named Davita Austin?
I didn't go anywhere but the spa.
She's in the spa. She's light skinned, about 5'9", probably had glasses on. No. Okay, she works there.
Is she older?
No. Well, she's your age, about to be your age. She's my Neo.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, no, I didn't see any younger women there. It was mostly older women.
Okay, yeah, she works in the spa, though.
But their customer service was like crazy. It was so good.
Girl, that's where Michelle Obama stayed, Rihanna stayed. Yeah. They be having the celebrities in there, so they better been on their stuff. They P's and Q's.
They came, when I got there, they came and brought me like a tray with some slippers on it. And like, it was like a little, they gave me some tea with like a warm lavender
cloth. You get Beyonce service.
I was like, oh, excuse me. I was like, okay.
Service.
Yes. And so then another woman came and gave me like a tour. And then,
that's nice.
And outside the steam room, they have like this little bowl where it's like ice and then more lavender washcloths, and it's cold. That
lavender is so good for your skin.
It really is.
For your serenity and peace. It just makes your soul just feel like, yes, lavender is bomb. I gotta go there.
So my facial was good. Everything was good. And so last night, it's Sunday, y'all. We record on Sundays. So last night, I went to Park in D.C. So I got a table. Me and all my friends went, and we had a really, really good time. So I had fun. And it's funny, I saw a guy who was who I went to high school with, and he was the bouncer or a security guard. So he was like looking out for me. He was like, "Oh, you good? I'm gonna be your personal security guard for the night."
Plug.
Yes. So y'all know the line for the bathroom be long. So I was like, "Hey, I gotta go. Can you hold up the line for a second?" So he like held the line, let me go to the bathroom in front of everybody. I was like,
"Girl, you was Beyonce last night."
No, this whole weekend I was Beyonce. You couldn't tell me anything.
Yeah, I know that's right. But that's not supposed to be on your birthday. You're supposed to live like you never lived before on your birthday, because it might be your last.
Exactly. So now I'm hungover, y'all. Let's be clear. So, but
I caught her on camera, a whole dead body.
I'm hungry. I'm probably gonna crash after this, but like, I just feel like I have more energy to just get back to business. Like being able to unplug and just get pampered and have a good time and not worry about business or emails or anything. It was just like, it was really good. So now I got all the energy in the world to go back and attack these goals for the week and finish off the month strong. February's almost over.
I know, that came so fast, but it is our shortest month. So it felt long. But it was definitely, as I look at it and think about everything that's happened this month, it was quick. But hey, we're about to enter the second quarter soon.
Oh, girl. Yes, we are.
So, woo.
So last week we talked a lot about our struggles and the things we've been able to learn personally. So let's go back to business. Like, what are some of your biggest lessons that you've had in business, or struggles too?
One of the biggest lessons that I think I posted that on Instagram, something like that about business. I forgot what the question exactly was, but the biggest lesson that I've learned is be careful who you say things to. Okay. And not even really like, okay, if you're venting to somebody, it's when people ask you a question about something that you do. So I can say, tell me about your, mentoring program, about the Queenin Academy. It can be sometimes for ill intentions. They could be getting all that information to start their own. Right. And then you look like a month later and they have this whole business and it's kind of reflecting what you've said. Right. I'm not saying it's a bad thing to help people, but sometimes there is that, ill intention, like, okay, that's my competitor. I'm going to steal basically everything that she has and try to make it better. But what I've learned in that's the positive of all of that is the fact that what makes you unique behind your business. Somebody could take your idea, somebody could take what you've told them and put it out there, but you two are two different people. The way you think, the way you produce things is so different. So sure, sis, take it, run with it. But at the end of the day, mine is mine.
And that's a good point. I think that's something that not enough people take the time to figure out when it comes to business, because your unique selling proposition is basically what it's called. That's what makes you different. There are, like Milan said, like, there's always going to be somebody else doing what you do. You're not going to be the first one to do it unless you like invent something and patent it and you're the creator of that. But especially in service-based businesses like we're in, people are going to be doing it, but there's something special about you, and there's a gift that you have to figure out what that is, because that's what's going to be your selling proposition. So I'm going to ask you, what is your unique selling proposition?
My unique selling proposition when it comes down to PR and my clients, I offer, I'm not really sure how many other people do it because, again, I really don't care. I offer the payment plan service for mine. I know a lot of publicists say, upfront, I need it upfront, but I work with my clients based on their budgets, because I'm very understanding when it comes down to money. We're in a really rough time right now. Right. So that payment plan is something that I started with because I knew it would make me more marketable. Don't try to steal my stuff, y'all. It's like, no. It makes you more marketable, because it's like, okay, you can come to another publicist and they're like, oh, $1,000 right now. Right. And I'm like, but people get paid, every 2 weeks. So maybe they can't just do $1,000. So that payment plan, so I break it up into either 2 payments a month, or you can do it on that type of retainer if you're comfortable with it. Retainer is just a one-time fee. If that's what they're comfortable with, they can afford that. But yeah, that two payments a month to meet your goal. So I do that. So that's kind of like my main thing to make me more marketable and kind of like sell my brand. Right. And it works. It's worked so far, because, when I tell people that, they're like, oh my gosh, really? Yeah. So, and then sometimes, like, if you are in that financial hardship, I will waive the consultation fee. Oh, okay. For them. So. Why? Just because, like, just depending on what they need, it's that service. Because remember, I offer 3 different services: PR, creative brand development, and media relations. Okay. So PR, that one's kind of hard, because if you're looking for a dedicated publicist, that's like, you can't really waive that type of fee, because we need to have a whole discussion of life, basically. But that creative brand development, if you're like, oh, yeah, I'm just really trying to start up and everything, it's not really that deep to me, because that's like a logo, outsourcing thing. So that's like the type of thing that I do. Okay, gotcha. What about you? Because I know, like, the Queenin Academy, like, that's kind of, like, it's so many people trying to be mentors and everything. So what is your unique strategy to make you different?
Well, it's a couple things. One, because I don't just serve the youth, I give kind of a more holistic approach to things. Like, I work with the youth and I work with women. Okay. So that's one thing that makes me unique. I work with everybody. 2, who I am is very unique. I'm a very straightforward person. I'm very honest. I'm very transparent. And I just don't sugarcoat things. And I'm just very real. And so it's crazy, because you would think that that's not that unique. Right. But girl, we know in today's world, that's something that's very, very unique. And so with me, it's like, you can trust me because I'm not bullshitting you. You know what I'm saying? Right. And so when it comes to business, or let's start with the coaching for the women. with the women, one, professionally, my trade is marketing.
Okay.
So not only does my professional trade go hand in hand with business and what the services that I offer, but I'm very strategic and very creative. And so my transparency and me being able to really get to the core of people and figuring out how they can really market themselves effectively and it actually work, that helps me stand apart, because I just want to see you be great. I'm not really out there working to better myself. You know, it's all about you and the client. But some people just really, they just want to do, you know, they do everything for themselves. Like, and I see that with a lot of coaches and stuff on social media. It's like, to me, the only reason you having a sale every week is because you're trying to make money, or the only reason that you're selling all these random courses about whatever is because you're just trying to make money. You're like, I said this a couple episodes ago.
No interest in your client, really. You just want to make money.
Exactly. You just want to make money. You don't really care about that transformation or the development of who you're working with. You just want to make a quick buck. And I'm not really about that. That's why I don't really have any courses. I will eventually, but for right now, it's like, no, I really want to focus on the actual transformation of the people that I work with. I want to see them grow as individuals and as business owners. I don't want to just sell you some stuff offhand. You know what I mean?
That's the credibility you're building, that credibility, that loyalty, and that relationship. They see that you genuinely care about them. And that's what happened with me when I was actually developing you management. The you is for you, the client. It's not for me. I have a unique name, I like to believe, considering everybody messes it up and calls me Mulan or whatever. So I know I have a whole I in my name. Whatever. So I feel like our name is unique enough that it could have worked. You know, Milan PR. Like, it sounds real high, and I could have done
the
that. The
Milan Mobley Group.
Right. Exactly. Oh, girl, look. Don't get me started. But no, I could have done something like that. But that sounds so based on me.
Right.
It just was too much of me. And I see that so often that people have the such and such agency, the agency of their name. So I was just like, okay, shade. But I was just thinking of something that was for my clients. Right. You know, like, we're here for you. That's why the slogan is what it is. Success doesn't exist without you. You take the you out of success, it's what? Everybody did that. It doesn't spell anything. So that's what I really wanted them to understand, that with my brand, it's nothing without you. Right. So that's like our second biggest focal point. Like, it's you. I can't do anything if I don't have you to work with. So that's where that came from. So I definitely agree. Investing in your clients and focusing on them and not really the money, because the money's going to come. Right. The more your clientele grows, the more, you know, your brand gets talked about, it's going to come. But if you're not invested in them and show that care and that love and affection for their personal growth of them, it's not going to happen, because they're like, oh, you just want my money, I'm out. So I definitely agree with that. That was a really good point.
It's so many people out here that just like we've been saying, that just want to take people money. I really don't get it, and it really gets on my last nerve. I just don't understand it.
And be having horrible brands, like
exactly
horrible content.
Like, your stuff isn't even together.
We're not being, what is it? What do we say? Haters. We're just speaking honest. Like, you just have to, like, we're telling you all, if you're gonna put something out there, make sure it's worth it. Make sure you're actually putting something worthwhile that somebody's gonna really benefit from. Don't just do it for money. Right.
So you had one lesson. You mentioned one lesson. Do you have any more?
Let me think. It's been so much in almost 2 years that I can really think of.
I think the beginning is like that real.
That's what I'm saying. I gotta think back. Like, I'm like thinking.
Because as you start a business, you don't know what you're doing. You know what I mean? You just start, and you just try to figure it out. And with that, there are so many lessons.
Bing, got it.
What?
Oh, this is one. Ooh. Do not accept everybody that comes your way.
Oh my God, that is a good one. That's a good one.
When you first start out, you're so like, ooh, clients, like, people want to work with me. Everybody work with me. You're like, yes. And then you look at it, and in PR, you really can't work with someone who doesn't have the foundation of their own brands together, because you're building exposure. You're the liaison between the media and the public.
Right.
If you have a client that's still everywhere trying to scramble to get their pieces together, it's hard for you to pitch them. It's hard for you to pull them to get exposure, because what are you exposing?
Right.
The fact that they're a mess and don't have it together. Now you look crazy.
Right.
Then you have those clients who are on Instagram smoking weed with the guns, bang, bang, gang, gang, you know,
Gang, gang, gang.
gang, 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 all up on Instagram. Now you like, they're a reflection of your brand, because you post them on your social media. People are looking who you work with. They're like, oh, she working with who?
Right.
Lil Poopy from
Lil Poopy.
Lil Poopy. So it looks bad. So yes, that's one of the biggest lessons I learned starting out. You do not have to take everybody on. Saying no is okay.
Yes.
Just say no. It's okay. It's not going to hurt you. It's probably going to benefit you in the best decision you ever made. So that's it.
That's why you narrow down like who your ideal client is. Like even after we talked a lot about target audiences, but you also have to narrow down like who your ideal client is. Like I went to a workshop recently, a writer's workshop for my book, and the facilitator was saying like, who would you give this book to? And so many people had these broad, it could male and female, 18 to 45.
And that's
lives
extreme.
like how?
Because an 18-year-old and a 45-year-old do not have the same mentality, interest, or focus.
Exactly, and they don't have the same needs. So if you serve everybody, you're not serving anybody, because you're just going to keep missing the mark.
Yeah.
And so that's why it's important to narrow down, one, your target audience, and two, that ideal client, because if your services are good. So first things first, make sure you got your shit together.
Right.
But if your services are good and you get that ideal client, it should be a perfect fit. It should not necessarily go without a hitch, but it should go very smoothly, and it should be no doubt about what it is that you offer, because it's perfect. It's like a match made in heaven, and those are the people that you want to work with over and over again, as opposed to just working with everybody.
Right.
You get a publicist, you get a publicist. Everybody don't get no damn publicist, because
they don't.
But that's why it's important for there to be different people who do different things. So somebody may not be your ideal client. It may be somebody else's ideal client. So y'all definitely make sure, if you don't know who your ideal client is, really just try to figure that out. And if you need help, send us an email. I'll help you. But that's definitely y'all homework for this episode.
Can I share this really quickly? It's about ideal clients and not ideal. So I received a text message one evening, and it says, "Hi, Milan. Someone sent me your way. I was wondering, do you accept porn star clients?" What does it say, Tatum?
But do you? Like, I want to know. First of all, that says prawn star.
I know. It says prawn. But I knew what they meant. So I asked who it was. They told me. They told me where they were located.
Hold on. Did you look at the video after they told you who it was? Did you look them up?
No, because I was not even interested, because I do not take on porn star clients.
Okay.
We take on, and it's kind of specific on our website.
I mean,
under
it's
the
entertainment.
Division. It is, but remember, on my website, I had the divisions we work for under entertainment, fashion, beauty, film, as in.
It could be, never mind. I'm not even going to try to reach.
I say, don't try to reach that one. That's a reach. So, I said, no, I do not. And they said, even if the money's great, see, there it go right there. No, if it's not your client and your, target, it's not. Like, no matter what the money is, it's just not.
Right.
So they said, please let me know. I said, I'm currently, where I told them where I was at, so I can't really have this conversation right now. And I said, no, we do not represent porn star clients. That's not under our divisions.
Right.
So they said, that's discrimination, but thanks. I was going to pay you great money.
How is that discrimination?
I didn't say.
I don't think porn star falls under the EEOC regulations. Like,
it does.
That's not.
And I work in civil rights, so I know that it doesn't.
Right.
I know the guidelines. This does not fall under discrimination. So then I said, you're welcome. Have a great evening and rest of your weekend. Then the text message that follows says, "What kind of panties you got on?" For the reasons why you say no. It needs to know to say no.
So I guess that was a man porn star.
Clearly.
I don't know why I assumed that it was a woman porn star.
At first I did as well. And then when that text message came through, I was like, oh, Okay. And I didn't even respond back after that.
Yeah,
that was
blocked.
out of line.
Yeah.
So I'd say that to say those are the type of things that you come across,
Right.
and you have to know how to say no, because anybody could have like, well, how much money is it? Oh, yeah,
Right.
okay.
Because, I mean, we're human. So if you throw out a high figure, you might be like, oh,
Like, child,
well.
pull it out.
Right.
You think about them bills you got coming in.
Uh-huh.
Like,
So you got to shut that down before
Right.
they even throw the number out there.
and I did. So again,
That's
that was a
good.
learning lesson, because probably in 2015, I might have tried to figure it out.
You had a porn division, adult entertainment division.
Adult entertainment. But no. In 2017, as this coming up on 2 years of owning the company, I know that was not the right route, or the route that I was interested in taking. So,
That's crazy. That's so funny.
and first of all, whoever's giving out my number,
Yeah. I
Don't
was
give
like,
my
how
number
did they even
out.
get your number.
and this is my personal number. Y'all need to dial the 347 number. That's my business number. Don't dial this number.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. Yeah. So somebody was pulling my leg. I was on punk, clearly, because that was a joke.
Yeah, I think my biggest lesson is like everybody isn't supposed to go to the next level with you.
Yeah.
And I think that was something that I kind of learned the hard way, because, I mean, I've lost friendships in business, and it's not just because, and we talked about this on the friendship episode, and it's not because necessarily I do anything wrong or did anything wrong. It's just everybody ain't supposed to go with you. And the way God works is he'll start cleaning house before you get to that next level, because it's like, if you start making, say you're making like 5 figures a month now, when you start making 6 figures a month, the same people can't go with you, because you might have, well, not, let me take that back. All of the same people may not be able to go with you. I'm not going to say they aren't, but they may not be able to, because they may not be appropriate for that season in your life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I had to learn that the hard way. I would definitely say everybody isn't supposed to make it with you, and really pay attention to who's in your circle, but not in your corner. We said that on that episode too. That was a huge lesson for me.
Yeah, I agree. Drop them off. Not even drop them off. They're going to drop themselves off.
That's true.
They're just going to drop themselves off. And it's fine. Just keep pushing. Don't try to fix it. Don't try to... Because at the end of the day, if you notice that change when you started becoming successful, and you start, it wasn't meant to be anyway. And that's fine. Like we said, God is the best business partner and friend that you need to make it through. So don't try to pull those demons along with you, because they're going to pull you down ultimately, especially if they are a still-ass person. Tatum knows that is my favorite thing, calling somebody still in the same spot, still don't know what you're doing, still talking about a business.
I wish I could see her rolling her eyes in her neck right now.
I'm over it. Oh yeah, I'm thinking about a business. 2015, 2 years later, I'm still trying to figure it out, because I think that no, you just sit your still ass down.
See, I posted about that early this week. I'm about to find my Facebook post. It was something, I don't know what caused me to go on this little rant, and it was really making me mad. Like, I was seeing a bunch of stuff, and it was like, I think we live in a world now of like participation trophies. And people think that,
trophies.
Yes, I think I'm gonna do like a video or a blog or something on this, because it's like, trying is not good enough. You know what I mean? There's a quote that I like, and I didn't even understand it until I was older. It was like, trying is an attempt to fail. And I was like, what are you talking about? But it's true. Like, if you trying is not good enough, you have to actually do it. What is trying? So let's do an example.
Okay.
They can't see us, but whatever.
All right.
So try to pick up this water bottle. You picked it up, right?
Yeah.
You can't try to pick this water bottle up.
You
you either going to pick it up or you're not. You know what I
Right.
mean? So you can't.
Ooh.
Trying is just, it irritates me so bad, because you'll see people that post and be like, oh, this is going to be my year. I'm going to start my business at the end of the year. Or
I hate that this is my year.
Exactly. Oh, this is my year. I'm finally going to start my business that I said I was going to start 6 years ago. Or, I don't know, just a bunch of just attempts, and it is so irritating. But then what kills me is everybody else be like, yes, that's right, I'm so proud of you.
Go do it.
I'm so proud of you. Proud of what? You ain't did shit. You ain't did
Go
nothing
do
but
it.
write this post. What are you talking about?
And it'd be a long, heartfelt post too.
Yes.
It'd be like a whole page. You gotta hit more. You gotta hear more.
You gotta hear more to see the rest of it. And then it's on Facebook, so you got the little edited joint. You could tell they wrote it about 4 times. Make sure they got the words together.
It's so bad. But that was funny. Y'all should have seen my face when she said pick up the water bottle. I looked at it for a second like, is this a joke?
Yeah, you either pick it up or you don't. So y'all stop trying to do just do it.
Yeah.
Be like Nike. Just freaking do it because trying is just impossible.
Ooh, you know what bothers me about that too? I don't know. When you ask someone what's up, I don't know. Well, why aren't you doing it? I don't know. Okay, well.
Exactly.
Since you don't know and you don't have a reason to why you're not doing it, maybe you should just do it then. Because I don't know what's really holding me back. I don't know why I haven't done it. Okay, well, it sounds like there's nothing stopping you, so do it. Do the shit, because I'm tired of hearing it.
Exactly, but we're the rude ones if we say that,
right?
Because everybody else is yes. I love that idea.
Do it.
I love that. No, you ain't doing nothing.
But getting on my damn nerves.
Exactly.
Listen, y'all, don't come to me and Tatum if you have to say I'm thinking or I'm trying.
Exactly. If you don't have a plan or don't want help with creating a plan, then it's just like. Just stop talking.
Yeah, if you don't have nothing.
Because this business entrepreneur life is not for the weak-minded, not for the weak at heart. You got to make things happen, and you don't know everything, so you have to figure it out. You don't try, you execute. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, this isn't a joke. Y'all heard what we talked about last week and the week before that and the week before that. This is not a game. Like,
people think it's cute, like, oh, I'm a boss. You're not a boss. You don't own a business. What are you talking about?
That made me think of the song, Oh, I'm a Boss. I'm a Boss. I think it's by Rick Ross.
Oh, Meek Mill, girl.
Oh, Rick, look at that. Meek Mill. Well, shows how relevant he is. So I thought Rick Ross first. But yeah, that's what it makes me think of. Yeah, you're right. No. That's a fail. I need a fail button.
I know.
I got to find what is it? My voice recording for fail. I gotta get my yeses together.
Well, no,
first.
you were about to say you need to get the recording we got together before you go to that one.
So it's not for the weak minded. It's not cute. It's not. It looks good. I will say that it looks good. People will come to you and be like, oh my God, I love what you're doing, and that's good because that means you're inspiring. But what are you really doing besides posting it and making it sound good? If you don't have anything to show for it, it's a waste of time. You
have to execute. Like we said on another episode, like average people have ideas. Legends execute. So you have to execute your ideas, and it's okay if you do something and it doesn't work.
Trial and error.
You did it.
Yeah, it's trial and error.
It doesn't matter. Like done is better than perfect.
It's
like,
a lot of things that Tatum and I have done in our companies that's trial and error.
Exactly. You hit brick walls sometimes, and then you build another one.
For example, the first 2 websites I designed, trial and error. It didn't work too well for me, but that's cool though, because now this new website we about to unleash. It's fire.
Fire.
But I mean, that was a trial and error. It's for me to get it right. So, like, it's cool. It's dope. I'm for it.
Yeah. So before we take a break, let's check in on our goals. So you guys, we have a blog post written by one of our contributors up on blackgirlbosses.com. And so the post is about your 2017 goals. So definitely check that out. So it's February. It's about to be March. We're getting closer and closer to second quarter. Where are you with the goals that you set for yourself this year?
Okay. Go ahead, Tatum, because I always go first.
I'm doing good. I'm doing really good. My biggest goal for this year and just my number one goal is to quit my job. And I'm very close. I'm very excited. I have a plan that will work, Y'all
text me every week about her job.
Y'all don't understand. I just be in there with an attitude, but I don't really have an attitude in my, outwardly. But in my mind, I'll be like, what are y'all talking about? It's so irritating. But yeah, that's my ultimate goal. And it's going to happen.
Absolutely.
And when I say I have a plan, it means it's not just I'm saving money, because I think that's where people mess up.
Right.
They be like, oh, I'm going to save 6 months of living expenses, and then I'm going to take this leap of faith and quit my job. No, I'm a plan, execute, and then have faith with that. I can't just leap. That doesn't make sense to me. I'm the type of person where things need to make sense. And so a plan meaning, okay, this is how I'm gonna make money. This is how I'm gonna this is how much money I need to make in order to walk away. Okay, so now I have the revenue stream. So now I need a marketing strategy to fuel my revenue streams. And so that's where the planning comes in. So for you guys who are on the team Quit Your 9 to 5 this year with us, really take a look at your business model and figure out how you can diversify your streams of income so that that can be realistic for you. Because if you save up 6 months of living expenses, but you don't have a business model that makes you money,
Right.
by the time that 6 months is up, you broke again, and you ain't made no money.
Zero.
And you're trying to figure out what happened, or you're thinking maybe this isn't for me, or you thinking you're second guessing yourself,
Right.
when the problem is the plan.
Yeah.
The planning is what has the glitch. So if y'all need help with that, I'm gonna do a little plug for my program in one of the ads in the episode, but hit me up because it's really important to figure out how to diversify your revenue streams.
I'm trying to tell you. I sent Tatum something of mine, and she was like, okay, go ahead. So we're going to talk about that afterwards, her and I, on an off note. But yeah, what did I say before? Entrepreneurs that are millionaires have 7 sources of income.
Yes, and that don't mean 7 jobs.
Nope.
Or 7 different businesses.
Nope.
That means get you 7 streams of income within that one business.
And it's possible.
Yep.
It is definitely possible. But we going to drop some hot fire for y'all coming real soon. And you going to see what we mean.
Some hot fire.
Fire.
You seen Making a Band? He was like, the top 5 rappers of all time is Dylan.
Dylan,
And I spit hot fire.
Oh my gosh.
Every time you say that, that's what I think about.
That's funny. Nah, but for real though, Making a Band was it.
Yes. But back to the topic.
Back to the topic.
But yeah, so I'm really close with that. I'm going to be opening up registration for just the podcast listeners and stuff first. So
Ooh,
for anybody who wants to work with me, yes, I'm going to open up registration for you guys first. But I'm very close to my ultimate goal, leaving my job.
Well, congratulations. And I'm going to continue to pray
Yes.
that happens very soon by summer 17.
Yes, exactly.
That's the goal.
That's the
May
goal.
1st.
Yeah, exactly.
Big slip. Thank you. Okay, so have I been doing my goals? I definitely have. Mine was really to just continue to branch out and meet, different people within this industry. And it's happened, and it's like amazing. And I just pray on it, just pray, just to continue to grow, not even praying to meet people, just to grow as a person and as, a business owner. That's what I really just pray on. Because I realize when you pray for specific things, like, for example, when we pray on relationships, you pray for this ideal person, God will give you that ideal person. But you didn't pray for the characteristics with him. You can say, oh, yeah, I want him to be successful like me. I want him to be loving.
Right.
But you forgot little pieces. You didn't pray for peace and happiness.
Right.
You prayed for the specific person.
Right.
So, when you pray on your business, you're like, oh, yes, just make me a millionaire. You didn't say how to make you one or what you're seeking. So I've been praying on that, and that's been coming so well. And then a big goal that I had, since it's kind of in the first quarter, entering the second quarter, was to basically meet the number for the Entrepreneurs Brunch.
Yeah.
And we met it. Last year.
Whoop.
Whoop,
Yes.
I had second guessed myself, and I was like, okay, it's starting. I'll do 45 tickets.
Right.
Sold them 45. So then this year I was like, what? I'm going 100 tickets.
Right.
We're there. So that was like one of the biggest goals starting out. So I can say it's looking up, and I'm just ready for the rest of the year to see what else I can knock down. And I'm going to knock down.
Hello.
Because I'm going to make sure that I'm pushing forth and executing. So yeah, that's all I have. And of course, quitting the 9 to 5. My job is so blah for me. It's just I'm just waiting on that moment. Tatum was in her mind, she has an attitude. No, mine is out loud because I know I'm leaving. People walk past my desk. I'm like, yes. Okay, you can put them down. My team leader came past the other day, and she said, do you have any for me? I said, they're in the outbox where they always are. You put them in the inbox.
I wish I could see her pointing right now.
And I put them in the outbox. That is where they are at. Well, darling, I just wonder why you can't walk them to my office. Well, the same way you walk past and pass them to me, and you walk back past, grab them on your way back.
See, I'm petty. I'll give me a little folder and tape some little wheels on it and put whatever she want on there and just roll that bitch down the hall. You want it? Here it goes. Don't ask me for nothing else.
Tatum's gonna be choke on water. What, Tatum? Just you see her rolling past somebody's cubicle. They gonna look down like, what the hell is that? She's petty.
Team
petty. Yeah, so that's where I'm at. But of course, the main goal by summer 17 is quitting the 9 to 5 because I graduate May 20th at 7:00 p.m. from George Washington University with my master's degree. And the government takes a long time to process your grade. So that means they should be working at it now. And don't nobody look they moving a foot. So as I'm walking across that stage and flipping my 27 inches of Brazilian wig, I'm going to be flipping out that door too. So
27.
Hello, if they don't act accordingly. I mean,
I don't think they come in all numbers.
The 27 inches? I think she did say 27 yesterday.
Oh, okay.
But I'll tell you about that at the win. But yeah, I think it was a 27.
Maybe.
I mean, I'm short anyway, so anything will be long enough. So we're going to say 30 then, huh? 30 inches. I'm flipping across that. But yeah, that's the goal. So we'll see.
I have a goal that I haven't even started.
What is it?
Because I'm going to be honest with y'all, because we're talking about the goals and how we're doing well. I'm going to tell you when I'm not doing well on, because I know that I'm not the only one. Remember on the first episode, I was saying how I wanted to just live a healthier lifestyle. That shit is not happening. It's not happening. I don't have time. Like, how?
So how I'm supposed to?
How, Sway? How am I supposed to do this?
J. Cole, how? How I'm supposed to? Tell me how. How I'm supposed to stop being crazy? How?
Exactly. I'm like, so I was going to this boot camp. That's a really, really good boot camp. But it's just like, the whole time I'm like, I have things to do. Right. I have to drive out here, and then y'all gonna just run my body to hell with all these crazy workouts. Then I'm tiptoeing back in the house because I can't move. Yeah. And I got stuff to do. I don't know how to do it. Or it's like I'm always on the move, so eating healthy. How I'm supposed to do that?
How I'm supposed to do?
And people be like, oh, you can meal prep when? When I got stuff to do.
Right.
So if y'all got any tips on how to be healthy for a busy person, please tell me, because I am failing miserably at that. So
one goal I'm failing at, and I know people be like, yes, you in school, you working 9 to 5, you running this company. Yeah, well, guess what? Homegirl over here got to be in her class. So this 4.0 not looking too promising this semester. And that was my goal, my last semester, to get a 4.0 again. This is not looking promising, y'all. And it's because I have senioritis.
Oh yeah,
I'm so focused on like, ooh, I'm ready for this business. I'm ready to graduate. So I'm like, yeah, school. I'm like, school is whatever. Even right. I need to focus because how much am I paying to go here? But it's it's not here. So yeah, that's a goal I'm failing at. I need to. This is my last 2 weeks of class, and it's a group project. So if I get 2 A's, I think I can pull out
group projects are the worst.
It's a worst. But remember, I have older people in my group. Okay, so they're like, ooh, I need an A. So like, I know I'm probably gonna get 3 A's, because 2 assignments with them, and then I have like 1 reflecting on, and that's gonna be easy. So that's like 3 A's. I got like a 81 in the class, and those assignments weigh so heavy. So I could probably get like a 95. So if I get that, then I just gotta worry about getting another A. Right. So we will see, But right now I'm failing.
Want to do Milan homework for us?
Yes, if you want to. I am Pain and Love, exposure. I will shout you out every single day for being the realest, the GOATs. So slide in my DMs. Hey Lon, and just let me know, because I'm taking it all at this moment.
That's funny. Okay, let's take a break, and then when we come back, we will answer some questions. Hey, Black Girl Bosses, Tatum here. So, over the course of the last few episodes, you guys have heard me talk a lot about my new program for entrepreneurs. Well, I'm so excited to be opening up registration early for the Queenin Group. I'm so in love with this program, you guys, and how it will totally just transform your life and your business. And so the Queenin Group is an 8-month program that comes with online modules, one-on-one strategy sessions with me, monthly boss bundles to supplement what you're already learning, time management tools, marketing assistance, and so much more. Like, it's a lot. And this program is designed to prepare you and give you the necessary blueprint to have a thriving lifestyle and business. So we cover everything from preparing your lifestyle for success, identifying your target audience, to creating multiple revenue streams within your business. So I want to work side by side with you guys and help you become one of the Queenin Group's success stories of 2017. And more importantly, help you reach those goals that you're having so much trouble getting started. So to sign up with a free 30-minute discovery session with me, send me an email at tatum@thequeenacademy.com. So it's Tatum, TATUM @thequeenacademy.com. And let's work together. And we're back with questions from our listeners. Guys, if you want to send us a question to be answered on the show, send us a message on Instagram at blackgirlbosses, or you can send us an email, blackgirlbosses@gmail.com, or you can send us a message to our website, through our website at www.blackgirlbosses.com. So the first question comes from Miss_LitFit. What are some tips and tricks to saving/stacking that you would give a new or aspiring entrepreneur?
Saving/stacking, like coin?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Jamise. Saving/stacking. As far as saving your money, eliminating things that you necessarily do not have to have in life. Like, we spend so much money on like getting our nails done every 2 weeks. All of those things. Not say you have to cut them out completely, but if you have to cut them out completely, to really get your business pushing, then do so. But I've started getting my nails done once a month.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It's a struggle. I be hanging and hitting my fingers and about to cry, but I've been saving and pushing, and I've been getting my hair done once a month. Normally I would do every 2 weeks, but since I've started doing braid outs and stuff, I'm like, okay, I can do a braid out for 2 weeks, and then I'll go back. Like right now, my hair is bone straight, but I'm not going back and probably to like the brunch around that time. So just eliminating those costs that you don't it's not necessary. And then also, when you are making money for your business, don't spend it. Let it be for your business. I know a lot of people with their companies, they allocate a certain percentage to themselves and a certain percentage to their company, but don't do that until you start seeing a large flow of money. So, as a start out business, just save that money. Don't really try to touch it unless you have to.
Yeah, I would agree. Because I stopped getting my nails done for a period of time to save money. So that helped. Because I every 2 weeks, I got a standing appointment. Hey, Tina, I'm on my way.
My girl named Tina, too.
For real?
There you go. What's your nails salon?
Ivy Nails in Alexandria.
Girl, mine's is called Lovely Nails, right in Oxon Hill.
That's so funny.
Look at Tina's. They do bomb nails. Let me find out Tina's is on.
So I would go every 2 weeks, but I had to cut that out. What else? Like doing my hair myself sometimes saves money. Try to save like change, because that adds up after a while. So empty out your purse, empty out your car and stuff, and just put that somewhere.
The $5 challenge.
I couldn't do that. I could buy a lot with $5.
I've done it. I mean, like, I don't think I have like that many fives. I probably have about $25. But I mean, that's good. That's more fives than I probably ever saved in my life. So try the $5 challenge, and I put it in a pouch in a drawer, and I don't really go in that drawer anyway. So I know it's there, but since I don't actually always pull it out, it's not really necessary for me to do it. And like, I have a 5 currently in my purse that's sitting in there. I have to remove that because I know if I don't, I'm going to use it. But try the $5 challenge. My soror started it, and she had, I think, like $7,000 at the end of the year.
Oh, wow.
But you have to carry cash, though. If you're a cash person, it helps. I don't really carry cash, so that's probably why I only accumulated $25. So try that challenge.
And carrying cash helps too. So first things first is create a budget. So after you create that budget, carry cash. That's what I used to do. I would be like, okay, I have this amount for groceries, gas, spending money, and something else. All my bills are automated, so it's automatically going to come out my account. But the stuff that I have to physically pay for, I would just take out the cash and leave my card somewhere. And that way I don't have to worry about how much or if I'm going over. It's automatic.
Right.
Also, with saving, if you're the type that you always transferring stuff from your savings account back to your checking because you want to spend it, create a savings account outside of your normal bank. So if you bank with, let's say, Bank of America, Milan making a face, you do that?
Yeah, I just did it last night.
If you bank with Bank of America, open an account with like Wells Fargo or something like that, and then automatically send that money over there, and don't carry a card with you. Just let it be there and let it accumulate. And if you got to go as hard as open up like a certificate or something like that you don't have access to for a certain amount of time, then do it like that. Just get to know how you are with your money, and then figure out what can you adjust. And I will also say, I forgot. Dang, I just had the thought. I forgot. Whatever.
Be frugal. I learned to be very frugal. I have a savings account. Of course, I think we all have a savings account, but I have money in my savings account. So the way I spend within my paychecks, if that makes sense. Yeah. So if I'm getting close to the end of my paycheck, I'll be like, oh, I'm broke. I don't have no money, because I look at that money in my savings account like it's not even there. Right. So it's like, dang, I'm broke now. So if I have to go in there, that means it was actually necessary that I had to go in. But once I'm down to that last bit of money out of my paycheck, I don't have to do anything until my next one. So you have to be frugal. I know last year, from my federal refund check that I got from the taxes, I only spent I got a lot of money back last year. I only spent about $6,000, and that was in a whole year from February to February. Right. So I was like, dang, that I was really frugal. I was penny pinching. Right. So you got to penny pinch. That's what you got to learn. Discipline yourself.
Yes. And also I do this. Everybody calls me the eBay queen. If there's something that's in my house that I'm not using, I put that thing right on eBay and sell it. If I do that all the time.
Get your points, sis.
Get your money for the stuff you're not using, and and save that. Yeah, put it somewhere. So yeah, and we are no finance experts. Let's be very clear.
Get you a financial advisor.
There are a lot of great finance people out there. I know Dominique Broadway is a really good one. My Fab Finance is a really good one. So utilize all their free stuff that they offer and things like that to figure out how to better manage your money. Because when I moved out my parents' house a year and a half ago, so I stayed home for a year after college, and then I moved out. And being an adult is serious. I had to really learn that bills have to be paid. I live by myself, and at the time I lived by myself, and it's not cheap to live in this area. And so I really had to figure out how to budget my money and creating a budget, keeping cash. My friends laugh at me. They call me a drug dealer because there's little cash stashes around my place. It's funny in my old apartment. You know how you had the blinds that hang down, but it's a little space between the ceiling and the blinds. I used to put money in there. I used to just hide money from myself around the place. But hey, it worked for me. I don't care. And nobody broke in and stole it. So yeah, but definitely look up some finance experts and see what they have to offer, because we ain't it. We can only tell you what we know.
That's the best we can tell you.
Next question comes from China CM. I would like to start a book club and book blog. Not sure where to start and not sure how many people would or will truly be interested, but it's something I'm truly passionate about. What should I do?
So to answer your question, I definitely think that identifying your target audience would be the first step, knowing where your book is focused to. Like we talked about earlier, having something for 18 to 45, that's not going to work out too well. So that would be your first step, and that's a personal thing, so you understand where you're about to go. And then having a survey, and Tatum did our survey, so I'll let her chime in more about that. But for me, my piece would definitely be the target audience.
Yeah, so definitely do a survey. After you figure out who your target audience is, do a survey and ask them questions. Is a book club something that you will be interested in? Is a book blog something you will be interested in? If this was created, what are some things you would like to see? What do you like the most about books? What do you like the least about books or book clubs? So get to know your target audience, figure out who they are, and then do a survey and send it to them so you can get more feedback to figure out if this is something that you should do. And not only that, how you get feedback on how you should do it and the elements you should include. So you said something else where you said that this is something I'm truly passionate about. So my question for you would be, are you passionate about the fellowship of having a book club, or are you just passionate about reading and gaining more knowledge from different books? Because those are two different things. So really figuring out how to communicate what it is that you're trying to accomplish. And so I've said on the show before, I'm a bookworm, so I love books. So if you want me to take your survey, definitely send it to us and I'll let you know. I personally am not a fan of book clubs just because it's just something else to do. It's just, I don't care about talking to other people about books. I would just prefer to read them and take what I can and move on to the next thing. So
Yeah, you have to make sure also it's a book that everybody's interested in reading. It's a good read. I know when I was seeking my sorority out, they did a book club. The first book they had us read was I Want My Vagina Back. Bomb. Like I sat there and literally read that in a day. Like that was an amazing book. Then they had another book club and it was on The Color Purple.
Okay. See, and that's knowing your target audience lets you know what type of books. Because I like personal development books. But if you give me like a novel, I don't want to read that.
Yeah, like I Want My Vagina Back was definitely powerful. I'm a college girl. You know, a lot of college women have given their vaginas to numerous of, you know, men on campus. Some have not. But that was one of those, you know, ones that's like, wow, like, you know, that's very inspirational. Now The Color Purple, I barely can watch the movie without falling asleep. It's a great movie.
What? That's a Black classic.
It's a great movie, don't get me wrong, but it's so long. Yeah. Like I get, you know, I can't sit still for too long sometimes. So that's like one of those things was bad. And then when I became a part of sorority, we had held another book club and we did Girl Boss.
Oh, cool. Yeah, but then that's something that piqued your interest,
so it piqued our interest, and it piqued the young girls' interest because they're like, oh, you know, it's entrepreneurship. Oh, she did her own thing. That was really inspirational to them. The Color Purple didn't really inspire. So I think that's kind of the focus that, you know, our sorority really focused on inspiring women, you know, through our book club. Well, for my chapter, it does. So that's just my personal take on the book club. I love books too, but like we said earlier, when I have time.
Yeah, I agree. And but us saying that we don't have time, that might be something good to add into, and I'm gonna give you this one for free, to add into your book club, audio book, or y'all have virtual discussions for people who might be on a move and may not have time to come and fellowship in person. And audiobooks is huge now.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Definitely implement something that they're able to listen to in there. So yeah. Let us know how that goes. And the next question, this one's anonymous. And so the question says, I really need advice on achieving my ultimate goal of working behind the scenes for major events like Black Girls Rock, BET Awards, Essence events, and things of that nature. Where do I start? Any advice on what I should do? I've emailed Black Girls Rock multiple times, and I don't have any connections to BET, but I know I can create and execute for these companies. Can you please let me know what I should do? I've applied for internships and jobs, but I'm not sure how to get my foot in the door.
Okay, can you read it from the top, please?
Sure. Basically, she wants to work for Black Girl Magic. So Black Girls Rock, BET Awards, Essence events, and she just needs help on getting her foot in the door.
So you just want to like work or internship, she said? Because I heard
she said working behind the scenes, so she didn't specify on what. But she said she's tried the internship route for applying for jobs and stuff. She sent emails and haven't heard anything back.
So, not to be the Debbie Downer of it, I've emailed Black Girls Rock, their PR department, several times. They're horrible with responses. So don't even think that it's anything towards you. They're just horrible at responses. The best way that I can say is like when they have, I'm not really sure what you do exactly or what you're trying to do with them, but they do have press opportunities. So if you are like a media correspondent, apply for those credentials. That's a great way to kind of like get in there. And then someone told me that they developed all of their connections. He's a lot older than us, developed his connections for like the BETs, Essence, the SB Awards and stuff is by being a seat filler.
That's good.
Yeah, he's like literally came and he would sit with the celebrities in the crowd, and most of the time if somebody didn't come, he could just stay and sit there as a seat filler. So then that gave him the opportunity to network because he was inside. And they weren't bad seats. Like those were celebrity seats. So that's what you do. And then most of the time you will either just be outside standing around or you'll be behind the scenes. So just Google becoming a seat filler, because I did look at it one time and they explained it and it was information on how to get there to it. Or you can just mainly call their headquarters and you could talk to someone about that. And then that's just really how you get in the door, because a lot of opportunities that BET offers right now that I know are for like videographers or accountants. It's not really anything.
I went to her page and I think she's an event planner.
Okay, yeah. So definitely, you would definitely want to be a seat filler because, you know, you're doing something for the event, and just work your way up, and then use that opportunity to network and meet with people. And like I said, call the headquarters and see what you can find out. Even if you talk to a receptionist, sometimes they can direct you to the right place. Sometimes you have to start with the smaller people versus trying to attack the biggers first, because we know their emails are probably so filled with different ones. Just attack that person that can kind of push you in that right direction. And I think right now, I'm not sure if they're still, I know BET wasn't hiring.
Right.
My soror, who graduated from Morgan State University, she works at BET, and I asked her like last year around, and she was like, oh yeah, we're not even hiring right now. And she's been with Miss Deborah Lee several times, and that's the CEO. So yeah, don't get discouraged. Just try to, like I said, maneuver with the littles first.
So I would do a few things. I would get up, I would buy a ticket to Essence Festival, and I will go, and I will find whoever's
Tatum
working
got coin.
there. Huh?
You got coin.
Whatever. So I will go, and if I wanted it bad enough, I will go, and I will find the people will be, you know, who works there. They'll have like name tags and stuff on. And I will see whoever looks the most stressed out, like who seems like they're the most frantic, where they're running around. They seem like they got a lot going on. And I would just say, hey, I'm Tatum. I'm an event planner. Do you guys need any help with anything? I'm not charging, you know, can I offer a hand for free?
Yeah, don't be trying to go up there and charging. So,
oh, yeah, no.
I hate when people do that. They want to feature you in their blog, and they send you their prices.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah.
But I would go and just ask, like, can I help with something? And so you'd go and do what you do and do a good job and build those connections that way. And like you said, don't try to reach out to the program director. Reach out to the executive assistant. Reach out to an intern that's already there.
Yeah.
Go on LinkedIn. So get off Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah,
go on LinkedIn and see who works there and reach out to them that way as well. People get emails all the time. And what I will also do is I will write a letter and send a letter in the mail.
Are you writing your Amy letter?
What is an Amy letter?
The white lady's letter.
Oh, no.
You're writing an Amy letter?
No. I would write a letter, or even just something something cute, whatever. I'll probably invest in like a really like pink or whatever their logos is, or something pink, or whatever the color is, and send it in that, and write a letter just explaining who I am, and a very quick one. Who I am, I want to help for free, and send that, because people get emails all day. They don't really expect to get stuff in the mail anymore. So I would definitely send something in the mail and show up to events and try to network and speak to people. So sitting behind the computer isn't, these days, if you're trying to get your foot in the door, you got to get up and go out and meet people. So,
and look for the volunteer opportunities too.
Yeah. So that's all I have for that. Let's take a break, and we'll be back with the wins. And we're back with the wins of the week, and we're going to pray that Milan gets the soundbite together.
Yes.
Boom.
So our first win comes from Connecting Curlfriends. The Connecting Curlfriends 80s and 90s themed pizza and game night has sold 15 tickets the first week of being on sale, and the event is still a month away.
Yes. Yes.
The next one comes from Events by CCM. The hashtag Melanin Girl Movement meetup has sold 30 plus tickets. I will proudly be decorating for this event. Yay.
Yes. Yes.
Send us an invitation. Thanks. Yeah. Like, y'all telling us about these events, but we don't got no invites. I don't understand.
Like, what's that?
So the next one, or the last one, comes from Hey_Miss Carter. I will start training.
Miss Carter.
But that's how it's spelled, with 2 E's too.
Hey, Miss Carter.
I will start training to be a flight attendant starting March 1st. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
We do take, flight discounts.
Yes,
if you
I
have
need them, because my clients ask me come places, and I be like, and they pay though, but still, I need them frequent flyer miles to come up some. I need
that's right.
A vacay.
Listen. So, Milan, what were your wins this week?
Mine was real brief, actually. I only had one, to be honest. My win was actually connecting yesterday with Deshaun She's the CEO for Dares to Have Hair, for all of those ladies who love bundles and hair care. You definitely know her.
Yes, bundles.
Right. She's really, really popping on Instagram. We connected about a month or so ago, and our relationship has flourished since then. We talk almost every day. She's a really amazing person, and she had an event yesterday. She had a pop-up shop where she was selling them bundles. Like, her closure yesterday was like $88, and online is like $100, so you got a discount. I mean, to me that sounds like a discount. And it was just really being around her in that environment and actually getting to meet her in person, you know, because I think that's important. You could talk to somebody all day over the phone and Instagram, but definitely meeting her in person and being around her was great. And she gave me some freebies to try out. So I'm going to post them once I wash my hair to let you guys know how they were. I'm not a YouTuber or, you know, reviewer, but I definitely would do that for her since she gave her product out for me for free. So I think that was a win.
Yes.
Give it to myself.
Yes, yes.
What was that? That Cardi B laugh. But mine is simple. I just turned another year older, so
25.
I'm excited. Yes.
Yes, yes.
So that's it, guys, for this episode of the Black Girl Boss Podcast. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at Tatum Temia, TatumTemia.
And follow me on Instagram at Heylan, HEYYLAN_.
And of course, follow the podcast at Black Girl Bosses Podcast. No, that's not it. At Black Girl Bosses. Y'all, I told you I'm hungover. At Black Girl Bosses. And definitely visit us on the web at www.blackgirlbosses.com. Thanks, guys. Talk to y'all next week.